Let's do a little chat about rotor arms. I'll turn these around so you can see them. Here we have two pieces of unobtainium. We've got two Lucas rotor arms. Nice, eh? Right, okay, so the reason these are different, because they are effectively off the same engine. This one here is for a points controlled distributor, and this one here is for an electronic ignition distributor. And if you were to look at them, the electronic ignition distributor rotor is very, very, very slightly shorter, and that allows it to, I guess, not compress the pin inside the distributor cap. But anyway, they are different. So if you've got a Stag or a Rover V8 which you retrofitted electronic ignition to, don't expect the original rotor to still work. It'll wobble the cap around. Fit the proper electronic ignition rotor. Now, when it comes to buying these things, tales of woe here, I'm afraid, they abound. The marketplace is absolutely rammed with cheap, nasty, badly made, unfit for purpose, etc., 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 rotor arms and ignition components. If you want the stuff to be working, and if you don't want to be stranded by the side of the motorway with your missus moaning at you in the car about old cars and why can't you get a PCP arrangement on a brand spanking new Itchy Fanny 5000, then you need to go to somewhere like Distributor Doctor. I've got no commercial links with Distributor Doctor other than an extremely happy customer. Distributor Doctor manufactures or arranges the manufacture of proper, good quality rotor arms, not cheap, nasty shit that's been made to a price, not to a quality or to a standard. I've got lots of rotor arms which have failed for one reason or another. Neither of these two have. These two work beautifully. But I've got lots of rotor arms that have failed in the past for absolutely no reason whatsoever. They look absolutely perfect, but there's no spark comes out of the distributor cap. Replace the rotor and everything's resumed back to normal again. On some, I've seen the thickness of the contact on the end of the rotor. This is the contact that sweeps around inside the distributor cap and touches each of the points. I've seen these that have been like about 25 thou thick and they just melt. I've seen some of them which have a big rivet, dirty great big rivet through here, and the rivet comes through the bottom there for now. And what basically happens is as the rotor's spinning, it might, not saying it will, it might send the spark directly down to, via the rivet, down to the base plate, causing ignition failure. Whatever happens is, I've had so many issues with cheap pattern parts that I only use now either genuine OE, Lucas, and I'm not talking about the new stuff in the green boxes. Beware, the new stuff in the green boxes isn't the original equipment stuff, as far as I'm aware. Certainly I've had problems with the stuff in the green boxes, and they're quite easy to fake as well. So I tend to buy any ignition components now directly from Distributor Doctor. There may be other suppliers out there. If there are other suppliers out there that provide this kit and they manufacture it to the standard required, not to the cost, then, you know, add it into the comments below. But this is just, I just thought while I had these two side by side, I thought I'd do a little useful video on the difference between the points ignition rotor arm and the electronic ignition rotor arm. And I'm not giving you the bird, let me do that again. Show you the difference between the points fired ignition rotor and the electronic ignition fired rotor. So even if you retrofit electronic ignition into a points distributor, you need that rotor, that shape. This fella's too tall. It will make the distributor cap wobble around. Okay? Nice, eh?